Okay.
There you go. 3, 2.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the December 14th, 2022 Town of Chester Town Board meeting. Linda, would you do the roll call, please?
Supervisor Valentine.
Here.
Councilman Artisana.
Here.
Councilman Courtney is absent this evening. Councilman Holdridge.
Here.
Councilwoman Smith.
Here.
Okay, would everybody please rise for the pledge?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so first thing we have to take care of is public hearing on the proposed local law amendment, amending zoning amendment on McBride Road. Do we have a motion from the board to open the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to open the public hearing.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So the local law, purpose of intent, local law to amend the Chester zoning map previously enacted and adopted pursuant to section 98.4 of the Town Code of Town of Chester, is amendment of the zoning map to change the zoning district classification of the premises described. The premises to be rezoned are presently owned by Ronald J. Nelson and Marjorie B. Nelson, consisting of lands improved by a single-family residential dwelling. The premises are currently zoned in the AR3 district. The property owners, Ronald Nelson and Marjorie Nelson, also own property adjacent to the premises, with such adjacent property being located in the AI district. The adjacent property, designated as Section 1, Block 1, Lot 77.2 on the tax map of Town of Chester, is currently an undersized lot. This is a non-conforming use which restricts the construction of a single-family residential dwelling on the adjacent parcel. The rezoning of this premises to an AI district classification will permit a lot line change between the premises and the adjacent parcel, bringing the adjacent parcel into conformity with the purposes of construction of a single-family residential dwelling. Rezoning of the premises to an AI district classification constitutes an appropriate zoning district designation under Article 2 of Chapter 98 of the Town Code of the Town of Chester. The amendment of the zoning map contemplated herein is in accordance with the comprehensive plan of the Town of Chester, and such amendment shall further promote and protect the health, safety, and general welfare of the residents of the Town of Chester. I won't continue to finish reading the whole thing. It's long, but yeah, and it was posted properly. So does anybody have any comments to make in regards to the local law number 4, right? Yeah, of Chester. Any takers?
Over there.
No. Michelle, you have anybody at home that would like to speak? Nobody? Okay, going once, going twice, 3 times. Okay, would somebody like to make a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion to close the public
Do
hearing.
I have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
You want to vote on that?
So can we do, we have to do a lead agency now? Neg deck?
Yes, we should. Yeah,
Okay,
because it's for zoning,
yeah,
so we need to do that, and we also need to send a copy to the county.
yeah, I know.
And
Yeah,
also-
that was already done. Didn't you? You did that, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Does that also go to the planning or zoning boards in town?
It
Is
goes
that
to the planning
okay?
So,
board. Yeah, you could-
Yeah, October 31st, you sent this out to
Yeah.
Orange County
Okay,
Planning.
I thought we did.
Yeah, you've got, all the proper stuff here, zoning amendment.
You could just probably at this point do an intent to be lead agent.
Okay, so, would somebody like to make a motion to declare town board, intent to, or just
You can
declare?
actually do lead agents.
Yeah, declare that the town board lead agency in secret.
I'll make the motion that the town board be lead agency of SECA for the zoning change.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carried. Okay. Do we do negative declaration now? Okay. So we also need to do now that there's no negative impacts in regards to secret. So does somebody do a negative declaration?
I'll make the motion for a negative declaration for SECA.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. So could we pass this tonight, Bill, or?
Okay.
Yeah, we can, right?
Shouldn't it go, doesn't it have to go through like the whole process first, like the planning board and
It's already.
It did go to county planning and it did go to planning.
it did?
Yeah, we have no comments. Yeah,
From either?
nothing.
Receive anything.
Okay.
It's a minor change.
Yeah, it's
very
minor change,
I
just
wouldn't expect,
a little strip
And
of
it was a
property.
recommendation, I believe, of the planning board too, or
Yeah.
at least a, not an unofficial one, but, okay.
So
Would somebody like to make a motion?
I'll make the motion for the zoning change for local law 4 on McBride
Yep.
Road.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, any further discussion? Everybody an opportunity?
No.
There being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. 3, 1 abstention. Okay. All right, so moving right along. So now we have a little something special we can do. That, brought to our attention. Member of our community that's been smiling face every day,
For a long time.
For a long time.
running around, giving orders and doing all that sort of stuff. And we brought her in here today to give her a little recognition for all of her hard work that she's done and making Sugarloaf a better place. So I would like to make a proclamation here today. Town Board of the Town of Chester, honoring Anne Marie McKevitt for outstanding service to the Chester community. Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Chester is desirous of recognizing outstanding achievements by members of the Chester community, and whereas Anne Marie McKevitt has provided outstanding service to the Chester community worth recognizing since July 2010, when Anne Marie's Country Deli was opened. And whereas owner Anne Marie McKevitt has served members of the Chester community and beyond faithfully over the past 12 years. Whereas over the years, Anne Marie has warmed the souls of all with hot cocoa during the Toys for Tot Operation Train, Toy Train held each Christmas time at the Sugarloaf Depot. And whereas during COVID pandemic, Anne Marie was able to continue to feed her beloved community through the relief markets. And whereas once Anne Marie's Country Deli reopened for business, the great food was served up again along with great laughs with old and new friends alike. And whereas the time has come for Anne Marie to spend more time with her children, grandchildren, and all of her family. Now, therefore, be it resolved that while the Town Board of the Town of Chester and members of the community are at a loss at this time, it is with great gratitude and well wishes to Anne Marie McKevitt that we say farewell to Anne Marie's Country Deli and look forward to her future endeavors. Be it further resolved that a copy of this proclamation be spread upon the minutes of the Town Board meeting held December 14th, 2022. Town of Chester, Orange County, New York, Robert Valentine, Supervisor.
I'm sure we're not gonna, they're not the last of you.
Not mine. Nope, that one's mine. Yeah. Shut up.
Okay, all right. right, we're up to the public comment section of the meeting.
Before we start, I just want Anne Marie to know that
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. You
Look,
have
wait a
somebody who
minute.
makes a comment.
I have 2 people online that commented congratulations to you.
Which, who are the people?
Millie and Maria.
Okay. All right, so a public comment. First on the list is Sue Barron, 3103 Whispering Hills.
Hello,
Hello, Sue, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for allowing public comment. I'm here tonight to comment about the lack of the town board getting into the ward system. Approximately 4 years ago, there was a ballot referendum that was handedly passed by the community. The board at that time indicated that they would wait until the 2020 census was done to do that ward breakdown. That 2020 census has been done and been reported, and this board has not done their due diligence in getting the ward system broken down. This coming year, 2023, will be a year that people will run for town council. It needs to be known what offices people are running for. So it is essentially too late right now because we start carrying petitions in March. The offices to be filled list will be due sometime soon. I don't know the exact dates, but my former career tells me that it's approximately 3 months from the first day to circulate petitions, that the offices to be filled has to be filed. So if this board took any action at all in the last month to do ward breakdown, because I do understand that someone from planning was here, I do understand that this was assigned to a council person who didn't do any of the work that they were supposed to do. 9 times out of 10, when we have done redistricting, election redistricting in this town, we have engaged both political parties, the Dems and the Reps, to try to help out to do this. Although this is a little different because it is census data, but it's severe disappointment. And I just can't believe that the board has let this go. I know that the board can't answer me tonight. I understand that. This is public comment, but I am probably, one of the only people that will continue to be disappointed because this did not happen. Because there's people out there that don't know that this should have happened and didn't happen. And it's a shame. You guys had all the time in the world to do this, and you didn't do it. And I don't know what happens here. I don't know what jobs you got that you get assigned that you don't do, but you should have done this one because the horse is going to be out of the barn and it's going to be too late. And that's my comments.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, no, sorry. And those that'll be leaving the board don't care. So those that will be on the board will have to care.
Okay, next on the list, Tom Becker.
Hello, buddy. Tom Becker, 163 Lehigh Avenue, Chester, New York. I just wanted to question the board on the billboards out there. We've had to sign up for the Sugarloaf Performing Arts all summer. I was wondering if we could have these signs put back up welcoming people to Chester and, the signs we had previously. That's something that could be possibly done.
Yeah, I think we do rotate some of them out.
I think it's been, this plaque has been up there all summer. So I just figured it'd be nice to see some different signage for a little while.
Yeah.
I see it all night long.
Right from your window.
Yeah,
Right?
and just wanted to bring to the board's attention that recently the Greens of Chester did make an appearance at the Village of Chester in a request for village water, something they're looking into. So let's see what happens with that.
Yes.
So I haven't heard anything more on their DEC permits or anything of what's going on with that. So
Okay.
well, have a good night.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Okay, do we have anybody at home that would like to comment? No comments? Okay, anybody else in the audience like to speak? Oh, no, okay. Okay, that's it for public comment. Okay, now we have that job, that terrible job of paying the bills. Do we have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, we have to approve minutes. Minutes of 10:26, 11:09, and 11:16. Do we have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve the minutes of 10:26, 11:09, and 11:16.
Okay, do we have a second?
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, I have a budget modification. Find this sucker here now. Okay, so from the bookkeeper, can you please make a motion of budget modification to move $20,700 from parkland funds into the A 7110.4 account for the purpose of the T-ball fence at Carpenter Field? Somebody like to make a motion to move from the parkland fund?
I'll make the motion to move the parkland fund for the T-ball fence. And
I'll second that.
Can we,
Second.
what is this for specifically?
So we built a T-ball field
Mm-hmm.
down in Community Park in the back.
Mhm.
And the fence has been installed in there. Now we need to pay for it. So instead of over encumbering the account,
Right.
we'll transfer, it's
Right.
an expense that we would use parkland funds for.
Okay.
So, okay. Okay, do we have a second? Tony, second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor?
aye.
Aye.
Okay, that's that one. Okay. All right, okay, while we're on fencing, we have a quote here from, no, Cindy got the quotes. We have 3 quotes for fencing for the dog park.
Correct.
So we have one from Ketchum Fencing, we have one from Builtwell Fencing, and we have one from Fesco Fencing. It looks like Ketchum Fencing is the best price at $21,990. Builtwell Fencing is $35,411. And Fesco Fencing is $29,847. These are all prevailing rate, and looks like we have to go with the low bidder. They're all comparable bids for the same product. And we could expend this money to do the fence when we get finished grading, of course. So I'm just approving the fence for now. So do we have a motion to approve the fence, Ketchum Fencing for the dog park fence?
I'll make the motion to accept the bid for the dog park to Ketchum Fence,
$21,990.
2199.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried.
You want to, well, we sign it and then we just send it back to them, telling it, making a note that it's for the
Yeah,
spring.
yeah,
right?
yep, I'll sign it. I'll send it
Okay.
back to them. Okay, next one. So we're on this park stuff. We're on a big park kick here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, this one we got a grant on a long time ago for the senior center exercise equipment, outdoor exercise equipment. So this equipment is going to take some time to come in. It comes in the springtime, but we have to give them a PO number to guarantee the purchase. So I need somebody to make a motion to authorize me to sign a purchase order for Landscape Structures Incorporated for $54,285. This is on state bid, I believe.
Right.
So,
I'll make the motion to have the supervisor sign the PO for the senior park equipment.
I'll second that.
okay. And just so everybody knows, that's reimbursable, so we're just laying it out and then we get it back.
Yeah.
So, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried, okay. Send that back. Okay, next thing now I have from ARX Wireless, this is on the land lease agreement for the Poplar Drive site in Walton Lake Estates for the cell tower. Our lease with them already has this memorandum of lease included in it. But for filing purposes, they would like me to sign a individual copy of an MOL that's already in the lease for filing. So I need a motion to allow the supervisor to sign a memorandum of lease for ARX.
I'll make that motion for the supervisor to sign the memorandum for ARX lease.
Okay, do we have a second?
I'll second that one.
Okay, is there any discussion on it? Anybody have any questions? Okay, there being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Abstain.
Okay. Okay, I have an agreement here. Actually, at the beginning of the year, I guess we appointed the law firm of Thomas, Drohan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Mail as a professional firm that was doing improvements to or amendments to our employee handbook. We have a draft of that, and I need to sign an updated agreement with them for services. So I need authorization to sign the proposal.
I'll make that motion to sign the agreement with, what's the
Thomas, Drohan, Waxman, Pettigrew, and Mail.
for legal services pertaining to the employee handbook.
Okay, do we have a second?
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried, okay. Copy. It just came on email yesterday. That's that. Okay. I'm throwing this one in there. I got this one today as well, late today. Last meeting, we put out to bid on Auctions International mower that belonged to the water department, walk behind lawn mower that they don't use, an older mower. And then we had two trucks, a 2008 Ford and a 2009 Ford that belonged to the Moodna Sewer District that Chester technically owns. And the bid results are in on the auction. The mower, the bid for the mower was $510. The F-350 2008 is $5,700, and the 2009 250 is $4,900. Would somebody like to make a motion to accept the bids?
I'll make the motion to accept the bids for the equipment,
Okay, do
the
we have a
mower and the
second?
trucks.
I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. That's all of our action items, I see. Okay, wasn't so bad. Okay, we have reports to do. So this was laying on my desk, so I figured I'd bring it out and get a little review here. Every month I get a report from the bookkeeper on the the accounts that the town of Chester has. All of our accounts, our funds, general fund, part town, highway, water districts, sewer districts, all that sort of stuff. And at the end of November, I'll report, I'll just give everybody like basic numbers on the balances on our accounts. General fund, 2,500,000, part town, 1,800,000, highway townwide, 619,000, highway part towns, 422,000, Walton Lake Water, 163,000, Surrey Meadows Water, 68,000, Lake Hill Farm, 69,000, Fieldcrest, 35, Sugarloaf, 75,000. Sewer districts respectively are 53,000, 60, 1,000, 43,000, 31,000. The total of all of our like regular funds totals to about 5,961,000. So we will have another month of expenses, but you'll see our fund balances will remain really strong when we close out the year. They'll be reflected in our annual audit. So going into next year, we look pretty good financially at the town. All of our reserve accounts, which are highway reserve, garbage, parkland funds, all different things like that, drainage districts. All those total up to another $2,489,000. So assets on hand at the town financially are about $7,679,000. So a lot of that we could attribute to sales tax revenue, big jumps in that, and mortgage tax, but they are slowing going forward, so we'll have to manage that properly. Okay, Fusco Engineering and Land Surveying, biweekly report. Chester Green, SWIPS systems are performing as required. Capelli Sports, SWIPS performing as required. The Chester Pack ADA parking lot has been completed. There is punch list items and paperwork required. Reviewed senior park equipment as requested. Everything looks good. We just voted on that. Water department processed and distributed 6,234,927 gallons of water for the month. Lake Hill Farms 2,000,003, Sugarloaf 1,000,003, Surrey Meadows 1,000,003, Walton Lake 948,000, Fieldcrest 211,000, Town Hall 18,000 gallons. All the regular testing, sampling, chemicals were delivered. The employees took a course in Wallkill on 11/10. Water for the parks was turned off for the year. All the other day-to-day operations is listed. Everything's in good shape there. Highway report. Winter has arrived. We've had 2 events currently the highway department has attended to, and we anticipate another weather event tomorrow. The department will be out salting and plowing as needed. Leaf season is complete. We will move into tree trimming and brush control. Catch basins have been being cleaned of debris to ensure proper flow and inspected for maintenance needs, and will be conducted starting in the spring. The highway department would like to remind everyone that garbage pails should be placed behind the curb. It is more important during the winter season as it causes a hazard. Garbage trucks have the ability to reach over the curb and get the can. We don't want our garbage cans to get
Going for a
clobbered
ride.
with the snowplow. Okay, police report. Town of Chester remained active in the community, continued to take proactive stance toward detecting crime and enforcing law while maintaining our overall objective of community commitment. In October, the police department responded to 269 calls. Officers patrolled 15,169 miles during the month. So criminal activity, 4 charged with operating a suspended license or operating with a suspended registration, 1 charged with reckless driving, and 1 arrested on an active warrant from the town of Wallkill Court. Non-criminal, 29 medical calls, 17 residential, commercial, automatic fire alarms, 12 animal complaints, 11 reports of suspicious persons, vehicles, or activity, 1 motor vehicle crash with injuries, 11 without, and 3 involving a deer. Community policing, town of Chester, police officers assisted members of the community in many ways. Some of the community policing listed below. Officers completed 3 house security checks and 1,299 business security checks. Sergeant Dugan and officers Bird, Weinstein, and Stack, and Narain continue to remain available for child passenger safety seat checks and installations. They're difficult, man. Put that thing on that train, on that Polar Express. I never saw somebody strap
agree on
something. Officer Bird continued to work with other town employees enrolled at American Red Cross smoke detector program. Officer Wright remained in contact with the president of the Sugarloaf Chamber of Commerce during planning and implementation of its annual fall festival. Training, 12 officers attended monthly training at the elementary school. There's all kinds of different stuff on here, so I'm gonna let that's available if anybody would like to finish reading. It's a lot. Okay, Chief Dan Dollinger sent me the animal control report. So during the month, town of Chester Police with 12 animal complaints and 3 motor vehicle crashes involving a deer. Breakdown: 4 calls for loose, lost, or found dogs, 2 calls for injured or deceased deer, 1 for cows in the roadway, one for a bear sighting, one for a cat hit by a car, one for a barking dog, one for a deceased fox near a residence, and one deceased bear behind a residence. Not a good month for the animals. That's it. Nothing for me to make fun of on
No,
there.
pretty cut and dry, no
Yeah.
raccoons
I
sneaking
know there
in
was
and
a
out.
couple of questions came up from a couple of residents about inspection report at the Humane Society. I guess they're doing a building reconstruction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And, we have a report for an inspection there that said it was, had unsatisfactory conditions, but the only thing on the report really is that they didn't have
Paperwork.
paperwork like from the town of Tuxedo. It's the only no on the report. So if anybody was concerned about that, it seems pretty irrelevant. Okay, Walter from the PAC. Good afternoon, board. I'd like to give you an update. The PAC exceeded the revenue goal set in place for the year 2022. It indeed did. We're not saying we got to keep it all because we did some capital projects there. We redid all the paver patios, did a bunch of work there, and we did have a couple of breakdowns on the water that cost a considerable amount. So, but the theater is running in the black. So that's pretty good considering coming out of COVID, which was very difficult with the theater. The PAC hosted comedian Andrew Dice Clay for 2 successful shows on Thanksgiving weekend. He loved the venue and would like to return in 2023. Warwick Performing Arts presented 4 shows of the Nutcracker the first week of December with approximately 2,000 people coming through the theater. The PAC parking lot was blacktop. Lines were painted with 28 parking spots. The PAC also had 4 EV stations added to the parking lot, electric charging stations. I don't believe they're running yet. They're not up and running, but they will be very shortly. Trying to get the paperwork in order on how to set the payments up. Melanie Hunter Dance, Step Dance, and Thrive Dance all rented the theater for multiple days of December for their holiday performances. The Frank Sinatra and Friends show, December 16th in the Pavilion, sold out 2 months in advance. The Grace Community Church is renting the theater on December 23rd and 24th for their annual Christmas services. Walt says here he'd like to thank Grace for the great decorating of the theater for the holidays. So that's awesome. Best of the Eagles show on December 30th is close to a sellout. So hurry up and get your tickets if you plan on going. OME Presents has a stellar lineup for the 2023 at the PAC, highlighted by Kevin James on May 21st. Diamond Grade Media is adding shows like Frontiers, a Journey tribute, comedian Anthony Rodia, and Soul Town to Motown. Walt's sorry for the length of this but he's excited and wants everybody to know. It really wasn't that long, Walt. You could go on if you want to. Okay? Danny can teach you how to spice it up if you want. Okay, Michelle has sent us. It's been a very busy 4 to 6 weeks. Final casino trip was on November 14th. The people already want to know when the next one is. Radio City trip on December 1st was a hit. Went down with 85 people. Came home with 85 people.
Well, that was hard to do.
Good. You're writing my comedy now, Michelle?
But
Kristen and I said they would travel anywhere with the group. So Polar Express on December 2nd was a huge success. Over 160 people and 4 buses went without a hitch. Thank you, Supervisor Valentine, Councilman Courtney, for chaperoning one of the 4 buses. There was nothing better than seeing the happiness and joy in the children's faces. We were sorry for the people who had illness strike their houses and tried their best to sell their tickets, but in the end, there were some that were unable to be sold. Hope everyone who was ill is better now. We will definitely be doing Polar Express in 2023. Okay, on Tuesday, December 6th, we had the Master Gardeners from Cornell Cooperative Extension Orange County at the center to present a class on making holiday centerpiece. I saw yours, Sue. It looked pretty nice.
It was beautiful.
I saw it online there. It looked good. The arrangements were all unique in their own way, and there was a request to do more of them. Definitely something coming back in 2023 with more classes. There was a request by the public that we offer more classes like this at night. As much as we tried with this class, instructors are all volunteers, and we have to take what's offered and their availability. We'll definitely try to include evening classes based on instructor availability. On Tuesday, December 13th, we had 62 people participate in the New York State Citizens Preparedness Corps presentation. Everyone learned a little something on how to prepare for disasters of many types and hope they will never face. All attendees left with an emergency preparedness bag on behalf of the Division of Military Affairs, Division of Homeland Security, and Emergency Services, as well as the Office of Fire Prevention and Control. They're nice little bags too, nice little setup, yeah. Unfortunately, due to impending weather, we had to cancel the Diker Heights Holiday Lights trip scheduled for tomorrow. We will definitely plan it again next year. Canceling a trip is a hard decision to make, but I have to put safety first. I'd like to thank everyone for their continued support and participation in the programs offered here at the center, amazing trips we take, and the many informational programs brought to the center. The feedback from the public has been amazing in 2023, and there will be an expansion. I feel that sometimes my counterpart on the trips, Kristen Palmer, is not recognized for her support and participation. Without her, things wouldn't run as smoothly. We're a great team, and when there's something that one forgets or doesn't think of, the other one's right there to pick it up. Comfort of our guests on the trip is recognized because there are 2 chaperones traveling with them. Thank you again, Supervisor and Town Board, for your support of this. Working on expanding what's offered at the center in 2023. We did up the budget on that, so should be a little better next year. Okay, from Heidi Schmidt, Deputy Town Clerk, I'd like to inform the Town Board of the work that I've been doing over the past several months regarding the Recycle Coach program. Recycle Coach is a valuable tool provided through Orange County Division of Environmental Services for town and village residents that offers information and education regarding household waste. It's a convenient way to look up how to dispose of any garbage or recycling item, search by address, garbage pickup days, be informed of upcoming local and household hazardous events. They can also send out alerts for delays in garbage pickup due to the holiday emergency and due to weather. There are over 400 materials and 15,000 items that can be searched in the program. This program is tailored specifically for the town and village of Chester. I've been working with our garbage provider, Interstate Waste Services, to make sure all the information is accurate as possible. Pleased to announce that the platform will be live on our website by the end of December. A widget will be on our homepage and also under the sanitation refuse page on the Town of Chester website. Residents will have the ability to download the mobile Recycle Coach app on their phones by logging on from their desktop computers, and it's available in Spanish. Recycle Coach empowers residents to make smarter disposal decisions and will improve the rate of recycling in the town of Chester. I'm confident this tool will help many residents with their sanitation requests and needs. Okay. All right, Kristen Palmer, Parks Department. Bathroom in all parks are closed and winterized. Maintenance, doing work clearing the building in the basement at Town Hall, as well as responding to maintenance requests that arise, as well as snow shoveling and things like that they also do, and plowing. Routine monthly activities, phones, filing and invoices, chaperone 3 bus trips for recreation with Michelle, assisted with all shows at the PAC. Recreational basketball is underway. It's been a challenge to start back up after a 2-year absence from COVID. Enrollment is approximately 85 kids between grades 1 and 8. This is less than previous years, but considered this is a building year, and thanks to parent coach volunteers, it should be fun recreational basketball season. Oh, wait, there's more. No, that's Michelle. Okay, no, there's no more now. Okay. Okay, so now I have some public service notices here. We have from Orange and Rockland Utilities. On Tuesday, November 15th, Orange and Rockland Utilities. Huh? Oh, we're done. They already did
It's
that.
November 15th. Yeah, we're done.
Did I just get that?
Yeah, we didn't
It
get.
was in the pile.
I know, but you didn't get something else.
I guess we missed that one meeting, right? So, yeah. Okay, well, this one we can do because this is the
Ongoing.
Yeah, this is ongoing and it's going to be ongoing. So everybody knows about this New York Transco project. So some important information about Transco and the Rock Tavern to Sugarloaf upgrade. Construction is currently underway in the RTS through the project corridor and at station location. Current project corridor activities include demolition of existing structures and installation of new foundations and structures. The station work includes material receiving, equipment installation, underground infrastructure work. In addition to construction work, vegetation management is also taking place throughout the project corridor. Vegetation management is an important part of any electric transmission line and needs to provide safe and reliable power to customers. May of this year, the New York State Public Service Commission approved Phase 2 of the RTS Environmental Management and Construction Plan, including plans and specifications for construction activities, environmental protections, and vegetation management. Enclosed, I have a fact sheet here that'll be posted, probably already posted. So it says separately, an off right-of-way danger tree removal assessment has been completed. We will be coordinating with landowners to identify danger trees to be removed. So Transco is you look on LaRue Road or over, what's that, Old
Mansion Road.
You see like
yeah.
there's roadways
Yeah.
cut in and all kinds of work going on. That's the,
It looks like
transmission
railroad
line.
tracks are laying down.
they're putting up big towers and transmission lines all over. So
They're storing everything off of 208.
yeah, you see them out on 94 going towards Washingtonville.
Yeah.
They're out there. So just if everybody wants to know what that is, that's what it is.
That's what we're doing. You gotta take my copies out.
Okay. I have another one here. I have a good one to bring up. It's Christmas time and celebrate Christmas with us at the Bellevale community. 359 Gibson Hill Road, Saturday, December 17th at 6:30 p.m. So they're going to have caroling, refreshments, and a tree lighting. And they'll have great cookies. So everybody go. Okay. This was one I just thought I would bring up. There was a program that we're trying to work on. Brandon and I spoke about it, and we spoke to Al and John Riley too, that they have a lot of money out there for culverts and pipe work and different things like that for transportation. So we sent this over to John Riley, and he's compiling a list of culverts or maybe a project we could do in a neighborhood or something that try to get some grant money from this.
That's that Bridge, New York, correct?
Yeah, Bridge
Yes.
New York grant. Yep.
Yep.
So. Do you have any other announcements there, Linda?
I don't know how much you want to read about this.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, so when a business in a town lays off more than a certain amount of people, they have to inform everybody of that. So it looks like we have a notice here. It comes from Auto Plus, which I don't know who Auto Plus is. Is that what?
Pep Boys.
Pep Boys? Is
Pep
that
Boys.
Pep Boys.
Okay, figured as much. Okay, so Pep Boys has sent us a notice of mass layoff pursuant to the WARN Act. So, dear Mr. Valentine, it is regretfully necessary in accordance to Section 2102 of the Federal Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification Act to advise you that IEH Auto Parts, DBA Auto Plus, intends to implement a reduction in force that will substantially reduce the workforce of its distribution center located at 29 Elizabeth Drive in Chester. We anticipate this planned action will result in the employment loss of 50 or more full-time employees during a 30-day period at Chester location. That constitutes at least 33% of the full-time employees at the location, and therefore will constitute a mass layoff under the New York WARN and WARN Act. Accordingly, this notification provided to you as chief local elected official. It expected that job eliminations and employment separations will begin March 1st, 2023, and could last 30 days or longer. We anticipate that job eliminations and employment separations will be completed by March 15th, 2020. The job elimination employment separations at Chester will be permanent and will result in an employee loss of 64 employees. There are no unionized employees at this location and no bumping rights apply. Don't they have a
Do they have a sign
sign
like
out front
hiring?
that says we're hiring?
Yes.
They
Yeah.
always have a
But
small.
it's oxymoron.
Attached is a list of job titles currently expected to be affected by this action. So,
Drivers.
team leaders, it says general
drivers?
distribution team leader 10 and G distribution team material handler 54. So, ooh, maybe they're being replaced by machines, who knows?
Yeah.
Right?
Doing the robot thing.
Okay.
Sorry. Sad news.
Yeah.
No news bears. Social
Well, they
Security.
could just walk across the street to Amscam, I guess. They have a sign out, right?
They'll have some.
They always have a sign out. Okay, from Social Security Administration, in our ongoing commitment to provide efficient and equitable service, visitors to ssa.gov will now experience a new design that helps them find a way they need more easily to do business with us online. Many of our most visited sections now use more friendly and task-based approach. In coming months, we'll continue to unveil new pages and implements based on public feedback. I invite you to read our blog announcing the redesigned website and several interactive tools such as our new benefit eligibility screener. Please encourage your friends, family, and clients to visit our redesigned website today. Jeffrey Buckner, Acting Assistant Deputy Commissioner, Office of Communications.
Transportation council.
Mayors and supervisors from the Orange County Transportation Council. For the Orange County OCTC is the metropolitan planning operation for Orange County. The OCTC is responsible for carrying out the comprehensive, cooperative, and continued transportation planning process, including coordinate federally funded transportation activities within the county. All towns and villages in the county are members of OCTC. However, for voting purposes, there are only 6 town representatives and 2 village representatives serving 2-year terms on the OCTC Policy Board. The towns in each of the 3 OCTC regions select 2 representatives each. Villages select 2 voting representatives from all the villages in the county with regard to geographic regions. In addition, no town may have both town and village representatives at the same time. Town supervisor, village mayor, please begin coordination of your colleagues so that written notification of your voting representatives can be provided by OCTC as soon as possible. The written notification must be demonstrated and coordinated as occurred via email. So the 3 town regions are Newburgh, New Windsor, Montgomery, Cornwall, southern area, Highlands, Woodbury, Blooming Grove, Palm Tree, Chester, Warwick, Monroe, Tuxedo, western area, Wallkill, Crawford, Hamptonburg, Goshen, Mount Hope, Way on the Menacing, Greenville, Deer Park. From Alan J. Sorensen. Our representative is Mike Sweeten from Warwick. That's it on your list. Okay, awesome. All right. Okay, I do need a minute in executive session, briefly. Yeah. So if we make a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make the motion to go into executive session.
Seconded.
Just for the purpose?
Yeah.
What
Oh,
is the
for
purpose?
litigation.
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Okay,
Close. It means close your mouth.
Okay.
okay, motion to come out of executive session.
I'll make the motion to come out of executive session.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Okay, we're back. Okay, a little housekeeping to do. We have an incident at the county where the county consolidated two tax parcels that were in Chester, tax parcel number 2-1-33.1 and lot number 2-1-84. They were consolidated into lot 12-1-33.12. The county is asking the town of Chester board to authorize them to reverse that action. There was
For the purpose of one was sold.
there was something transpired in the middle of everything, and they need to do a correction on it. So we want to authorize the county to revert the action in regards to the three specified lots: 2-1-33.1, 2-1-84, 2-12-1-33.12. So they're going to go
That's
back
not
from
it.
one lot back to two lots.
Just for clarification, for the minutes, it's 12-1-33.1 and 12-1-84
84.
were consolidated to 12-1-33.1.
I'll give you this.
I make the motion to revert
Allow the county
to allow the county that they made one lot to revert it back to two lots.
Okay, do we have a second on that?
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Okay. I don't think we have, the only other thing would be if we're going to cancel the, pleasure of the
28th.
board to cancel the meeting on the 28th, I believe it is.
I'll make the
In
motion.
light of the Christmas week and, New Year's, so it'd probably be a non-eventful week, so,
I'll second that.
okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay, so I guess we won't see everybody again, so we want to say to everybody
Merry Christmas.
left in the audience and everybody at home, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and all that sort of stuff, and
Good health.
may blessings and good health abound you in the coming year. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
wait, do we want to do comments?
Just
Do
a
that.
couple things, I
Okay,
got just real quick. Walton Engine Hose is having their breakfast with Santa on Sunday.
Okay.
And also, we have to figure out to dispose of the electronics downstairs when they're cleaning up. Some of that is computer stuff. So
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Linda about
I'm
archive stuff.
talking to Linda about that.
We'll
Okay.
figure that out.
Okay, that's all I have.
Okay, Brandon, what do you have down there?
Yeah, I believe there's a menorah lighting here next
There is.
Tuesday at
20th.
5,
Yes.
right? And then is there any other holiday stuff going on between now and
No,
No?
because Belleville's
No one
got
knows?
theirs.
just shopping?
Just
Yeah,
shopping.
And Belleville,
Um,
the Belleville one.
very good. And then I know the governor still has time to sign bills and is still going over that. And I saw Assemblyman Schmidt sent out a letter,
Yep.
which I was happy to see. And I know Senator Skoufis is applying his pressure. And I would just ask the public to continue to call both of them to show their support and call the governor's office and leave messages to try to get the bills here passed, especially the land preservation bill. And then, happy holidays to all.
What's the status on the two libraries we're paying?
That's still in transit too. We have no idea. The governor is taking her time. She has until the stroke of midnight on, New Year's Eve. So, it's I haven't heard anything.
I'm back, by the way.
Mhm.
Oh, well.
New hip.
Yeah, congratulations on the new hip.
Hey, should have done this a long time ago.
Yeah, that's what everybody says when they get that done.
Yep.
Mhm.
I just wanted to thank the town board for doing the work in the basement for a new records room. We desperately need it. I appreciate that.
Oh, you're trying to be proactive instead of reactive.
Yep.
So.
Okay.
All right, with that being said, would somebody like to make a motion to close the meeting?
I'll make the motion to close the meeting.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Ooh, good night.